Have you ever looked at fitness influencers online and wonder, how on earth are they spending 2 hours a day in the gym every single day? And then are gonna tell me everybody has the same 24 hours. Find the time. And because of this, maybe you're convinced that because you don't have hours and hours on end every single day to spend in the gym, that you're not able to build muscle and see results in a body recomposition. Listen, if you're a busy woman like myself, juggling work, kids, family, appointments, what's for dinner, and everything else life throws at you on a daily basis, I have some good news for you. You do not need to spend hours in the gym every single day to build muscle. If your goal is getting stronger, building muscle, and achieving a successful body recomposition, meaning increasing lean muscle and dropping body fat, this video is for you. I'm gonna break down for you what actually matters when it comes to getting stronger, building muscle, and achieving a successful body recomposition after 35. Even if you only have 30 to 45 minutes a few times a week. Let's get into it, but of course, if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you get a notification whenever I release a new video, just like this one. My name's Michelle Roots, kinesiologist, personal trainer, nutrition coach, and fitness and fat loss motivation specialist with over 20 years experience in the fitness industry, helping people increase lean muscle and decrease body fat to become the strongest, leanest, healthiest versions of themselves. And I created this channel because I want to help you as well. So you only have 30 to 45 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week to go to the gym or wherever you do your strength training workouts, but you're concerned, am I doing enough to actually build muscle and see results? 100% you can see amazing results in that time frame as long as you are being efficient with your workouts. Listen, longer workouts can sometimes make recovery harder, increase fatigue, raise stress levels, and more importantly, most often, they're not sustainable for a long period of time. The truth is, building muscle has far less to do with how long your workouts are and much more to do with what you're actually doing in your workouts, how efficient you're being with your time. So now I'm gonna walk you through exactly how to make shorter workouts more effective so you can build muscle, lose body fat, and improve your body composition without living in the gym. Muscle is built from quality, not quantity. This is probably one of the biggest misconceptions in fitness. People always think they need more exercises, more sets, more sweat, more soreness, and longer workouts. But none of those things directly build muscle. Muscle grows because you challenge it enough that your body says, I need to adapt, so next time this is easier. It's called progressive overload. Your muscles don't own a stopwatch. Your muscles don't know if you've been working out for 35 minutes, an hour, 90 minutes. They only know how much tension they've been exposed to. I'd rather see you do 5 challenging exercises such as compound lifts with amazing technique, enough weight to challenge you, and staying focused with your work times and your rest times, then spend 2 hours wandering around the gym, chatting, scrolling, doing a set here and there, or doing random exercises you found on the internet that aren't really going to move the needle for you. Guess what? You don't have to figure this all out on your own. If you're looking for workouts that actually have a plan behind them, simple nutrition guidance, accountability, and a supportive community of women who truly get it, come join us inside Lift You. Every week you get live Q&A coaching calls with me, meal plans, educational resources, and a community of women that's there to encourage you every step of the way. It's the place where women stop starting over and start building habits that actually last. Click the link below to come join us. We'd love to have you in there. The second thing I want you to focus on is prioritizing compound exercises, which I just mentioned briefly in the first point. If you only have 30 to 45 minutes to strength train, every exercise you do has to earn its place. That's why compound exercises should make up the majority of your workout. And compound exercises are basically movements that work multiple muscle groups at the same time, such as squats, deadlifts, rows, chest press, lat pull downs, pull-ups, overhead press. For example, a Romanian deadlift is not just a hamstring exercise. You're training glutes, hamstrings, lower back, core, upper back, and your grip strength. That's 6 different areas working together. So that's why compound exercises give you so much more bang for your buck. Then, after you've completed a few compound exercises, if you still have time left, You can do some of your favorite isolation exercises. For example, tricep extensions, bicep curls to isolate specific muscle groups that you want to work on. Maybe a leg extension machine if you really want to isolate your quads. But it's important to always start with your compound exercises. You will be able to lift heavier because more muscle groups are working together at the same time. You will be able to progressive overload these exercises, which will help you in turn build more muscle. And if you want to know more about the best compound exercises to choose, I released a video just a few weeks ago talking about the top 7 compound exercises you should be including in your workouts. I will link that video in the description below if you want to go watch that next. Expanding on that topic of focusing on compound exercises, another point I want to make is that you don't need dozens of exercises in every single workout. One mistake I see people make often is chasing a variety of different exercises versus just chasing progress. Every Monday, a completely different workout, new exercises every single week, random YouTube videos, different program. It feels exciting and new and fresh, but it's really actually slowing your progress. I recommend choosing about 5 to 8 foundational exercises and sticking with them for several weeks. Write down the weight you lifted, your reps, and your sets. Then next week, ask yourself, can I do an extra rep than I did the week before? Do you think I can add 5 pounds on the side of this bar? Can I improve my technique a little bit? And these tiny little improvements compound over time. This is why I often tell people being boring is often incredibly effective. You don't need a new workout every week, you just need progression. Following that point and talking about progressive overload and exercise selection, I also want to mention that you have to train close to failure. This is one of the biggest reasons women struggle to build muscle. They simply aren't challenging themselves enough. Now let me be clear. I'm not saying that every set needs to end with you collapsing on the floor. You don't need to train to complete failure every single time, but in my opinion, you should finish every single set feeling like you are close to failure and maybe you only have 1 to 3 reps with good form left in the tank. Here's an example. Let's say you're doing goblet squats. Your workout says to do 10 reps, so you do your 10 reps, then you stop. But honestly, you think to yourself, I probably could have done another 8 to 10 reps with that weight. Then the weight probably isn't heavy enough. Instead, choose a weight where you can still perform with good form, going for depth, but by the 7th rep, it starts to feel pretty hard. The 8th rep starts to feel pretty hard. 9th rep, where by that 8th, 9th, 10th rep, you are really struggling to perform with good form and you're really getting close to failure. Your breathing increases, your muscles are burning. You really have to focus on that mind-muscle connection to make sure you're performing with good form. This is where the magic happens. Next point I want to make, you only need 3 to 4 efficient strength training workouts each week. That's right, if you want to train 5 to 6 days a week, that is totally fine, but I want you to know that you don't have to see the best results. Again, many people don't even start because someone once told them that they need to strength train 5 to 6 times a week, otherwise it's a waste of time. This is not true. You can still get really great results in building muscle and dropping body fat with 3 to 4 efficient strength training workouts each week. As long as you are aiming to train each muscle group at least twice a week. For example, you could do 3 full body strength training workouts, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, done. Or you could do an upper body, lower body split. So Monday and Thursday is upper body, Tuesday and Friday is lower body. Again, 4 workouts, that's it. Here's something else to remember. Life happens. Kids get sick. Work gets busy. Vacations happen. If your workout plan requires perfection every single week, it's going to be really hard to remain consistent with that plan. And my answer is always the same when people ask me, what's the best workout split to get the best results? I say, what's the best workout split that you can stick to for a very long period of time consistently, week after week? And by that, I mean, what does your life look like? How busy are you? How much time can you actually commit to consistently week after week? Because the results lie in the consistency, not following a 6-day-a-week strength training program for 2 months and then realizing you're burnt out and you cannot sustain this for a long period of time, feel like a failure and stop going. If you are doing it consistently 3 days a week or 4 days a week to get the benefits and you have the energy to push in those workouts, that is the best plan for you. And like I said, as long as your strength training workouts are efficient and you are following the basic principles I'm laying out in this video, you can see incredible results. And coming off of that, another point I want to make, recovery is where muscle is actually built. You don't actually build muscle while you're lifting the weights. You create the stimulus. The actual rebuilding of the muscle happens afterwards. That's why recovery is just as important as training. And recovery means getting enough protein, getting enough sleep, managing stress, eating enough calories to support your goals, taking rest days. If you're only sleeping 5 hours a night, if you're always stressed out, you're not eating enough protein, you're not eating enough calories to fuel muscle growth, doing a million workouts a week for hours and hours is not going to solve the problem. So do not underestimate the power of scheduled recovery in your week. So there you go, guys. If you're making any of these mistakes, that is a-okay. Do not feel bad about yourself. This is why I created this video, because if you're a busy woman just like me, we need to make sure the time we're spending away from our families, away from our kids, away from our work is worth it and is efficient. And we want to get the most out of each and every workout, not only because it feels good, but also because it's going to get us to the results that we're seeking. So let me know in the comments if any of these points really resonated with you. As always, give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And if you want more help, support, and accountability with your workouts and your nutrition, I would love for you to join us in my Lift You community for only $27 a month. Come join us. I will put a link in the video description where you can learn more about joining the community. As always, have a great day, guys, and I will see you in the next one.